Greetings, Internet people, it's Darkly Dave here, and I have a bit of a confession to make. To me, monosexuality is kind of weird. Now, before you start in the comment section, what I mean is, as a bisexual person who can be attracted to people irrespective of gender identity or physical sex, I find it hard to wrap my head around that people can find someone to be extremely attractive but not sexually attractive if their genitals don't fit particular categories. Now, of course, that's not all monosexuals, and indeed it's not all bisexuals on either way, but it's just difficult to wrap my head around. And it was a bit of a mindfuck when I first sort of thought about it, but then realized this is the same way that at least a few monosexuals feel about the bisexual spectrum, in that they can't wrap their head around removing the gender from the equation, or a lot of them can't. Which made me sort of understand a little more when people say that they're confused by bisexuality. How does that work? So, but then continuing on with that, also trying to because I'm a Z-sexual, which is the opposite of an asexual, I'm pretty sure that was a pun, but Z-sexuality is simply someone who is attracted, who has a lot of sexual attraction. So on the spectrum between asexual and Z-sexual, you've sort of got demi and grey-sexual and a few others in the middle here. Shout out to Ashley Mardell's book, by the way, for teaching me a few new terms. I'm really enjoying it. I'm most of the way through. But it's very difficult for me, especially considering I've experienced sexual attraction since I was about 8 years old, to really conceptualize what asexuality must be like. I take their word for it because these people say this is how they experience a thing, and so that is how they experience a thing. Experience and point of view is subjective. But when I try to think about what it must be like to be asexual, I can sort of get it from a platonic attraction point of view, the same as with monosexuality, but it's still very difficult for me to understand. Which is why, same with bisexuality, monosexuality, all the different things. It's very important to listen to people who have actually experienced it. That's like, as a bisexual, I can sort of understand straight people and sort of understand queer people, but my experience is inherently bisexual. So that is where my viewpoint of the world sits. I see people from a bisexual spectrum, viewpoint. But I suppose it's kind of like, sort of, like having a second language. Probably not, but we'll run with this analogy. Not speaking fluently, but speaking enough to make yourself understood and in turn understand what people are saying to you. There will be certain terms that you'll have to stop and go, what was that? I can explain that bit. But the correct thing to do is to listen to them explain it to you, and then you learn more. It's very difficult to hold very strict opinions about things the more you learn about them, especially when it comes to sociology and people in general. It's very difficult to be a racist when you meet the people that you're being racist about. There's countless documentaries and stories about that sort of thing. And in turn, it's the same with homophobia. I've got family who were quite homophobic, but as friends and family have come out, it hasn't necessarily ended some of their viewpoints, but it's taken some of the edges off. It's softened it. And there's always room for improvement. I mean, I myself catch myself with internalized biphobia every now and then. A perfect example of that is looking at someone and trying to work out whether they're straight or gay, and not thinking they might be bi, they might be asexual, they might be gender fluid, they might be trans. You don't know just looking at them. So, a bit of a rambling video, but it's important to listen to people's stories, and the more you learn, the more you know, fucking obviously. So I'll leave you here with that bit of a mental mindfuck. Was it nice? I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope the idea of trying to put your brain into another person's situation didn't fuck you up too much. Let me know in the comments below any experiences with this sort of thing that you've had, because apparently this is how YouTube's running its analytics system now. So comments are appreciated but not mandated, because I don't monetize these videos at the moment. There's no point. So thank you so much for watching. There's links to Twitter and Tumblr in the description box, along with, if you click on my name up top, it'll take you to my channel. It'd be very appreciated if you click the subscribe button if you enjoyed these videos and want to know when I make more of them. I think you can also activate notifications still. And there will be links over there, I believe, that will have links to other videos. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and bugger off now, so thank you so much for watching.